When Stella Sora launched, Gerie was just another target to choose for your initial selector. Her numbers were not bad, but it quickly became apparent that she would be outshined immediately by the first release of the limited Aqua unit Chitose. Granted, this was when Gerie was being played as an on-field unit, with Nazuna and Rage as supports. This wasn't anything out of the usual, as getting a limited unit that is stronger than a standard unit is nothing out of the ordinary. However, the discovery of the Terra Mark team not long after sent waves throughout the player base. Not only was the team replacing Rage, but it had a Lux unit taking her place. The team was revolutionary for team building in Stella Sora. Due to this team, Gerie has been the standard Vanguard that has survived the longest in the meta. I say survive, but this breakthrough team has dominated some limited teams without being moved from the meta. With the new Terra Vanguard upcoming, is it time for Gerie to finally sit on the bench? Let's get into it. Now, if we take a step back and analyze this team, one of the reasons this team was a breakthrough was the discovery of Tilia and her Mark damage boost. The other being the use of an off-element unit in a team, and finally, it was the use of a support unit in the main slot and the Vanguard in the support slot. This opened the doors to multiple teams and units using the Mark support Tilia. If they lacked the 5-star versatile unit to fill in the slot, Tilia was always available. Granted, it was not the strongest formation, but it worked enough for them to be able to do solid damage and clear content. So not only was the team made up of standard units outperforming teams with limited Vanguards, the Terra team was doing so with minimal investment required. There was no need to invest skill levels for Gerie, as she was only using Mark damage. This was unprecedented. My little conspiracy theory is that the developers did not see this coming. So much so, in fact, that I believe that they reworked Springseek Coronis to fit the new Terra Mark team that had been discovered. I honestly refuse to believe that this was the intended team that the developers had in mind. A large reason the team was so successful is also due to the team being the only team with a 5-star support. Yes, Nazuna is still our only 5-star support. With Sparkla coming, perhaps we're gonna start getting supports coming up. But hey, we can never know. So as much as Gerie deals a lot of damage in the team, Nazuna is no slouch when it comes to value for the team. With the increase in Terramak damage leading to the Terramak team, Nazuna on the main slot was making waves in other teams as well. Being the only 5-star support we had, she found her way into the Aqua team as well, due to the skill damage boost she had. The Aqua team with Nazuna was discovered and saw itself outperform Chitose in the main slot. Granted, this was largely due to Frisia stacking massive crit, but the Nazuna support skill damage boost was a major player in this team. Now if you're new to the channel, what you don't know is that I am a massive Gerie simp. Simping aside, I always expected that this day would come. Any person who doesn't believe that a standard unit they love would eventually get replaced is simply fooling themselves. I want to make things clear. A new unit launching that deals more damage than your favorite unit is one thing. As long as your unit can still compete within the meta, I believe this is at least acceptable. But then this is just me. With the reveal of Sparkla, the obvious expectation has been that she will be replacing our dear Gerie. Now there are multiple questions, being how she will replace Gerie, how she will slot into the team, and so on. I had mentioned earlier that the current Terra team has a Vanguard in the support slot, a support in the Vanguard slot as well. With the introduction of Sparkla, who is expected to replace Gerie, the question has become, will the Terra team now follow a standard formation? Will Sparkla take charge as the Vanguard, or will the Terra team continue being a team with an unconventional lineup? Earlier I mentioned that I believe Springseek Coronis was forced into a Terra team enabler. Now I might believe that Sparkla will be forced into this team archetype as well. Now, allow me to put my tinfoil hat on. Hear me out. Really, hear me out. So first, I'll give you a reason my tinfoil theory might actually work out. With the information we have for Sparkla, her main skill has 2 modes. This shows that some effort was put into her being the Vanguard in this team. However, having 2 modes does not automatically mean that the main gameplay she will be built around is being a Vanguard. In my personal opinion though, it would be boring to have the Terra team relegated to just another Vanguard on the main slot and supports off-field. I mean, every other team already has that type of setup, and Terra is the only one with something unique going on right now. Looking at her support skill, however, starts to paint a different picture, a picture I like. Her support skill is called Homing Bunny Volley. Now, as the name suggests, this skill is a homing skill and follows the enemy around. This will automatically solve one of the big pain points for the Terra Mark team. Gerie's support skill has the unfortunate weakness of being a fixed position skill that does not follow units around. This can be quite annoying when dealing with a boss that moves around quite often, as the boss will move out of Gerie's skill and she will not be able to deal any damage. You are then in a position where you are forced to wait until the skill goes off cooldown before you can deal any damage again. With the homing skill that follows the unit around, this weakness is dealt with. The Terra team will then not have any damage downtime due to the boss moving around. Every unit being released so far for Terra seems to be pushing the Terramak team to higher heights. Springseek Coronis dealt with the team not having a consistent mark applicator and needing to use the off-element unit Tilia. Sparkla might just be dealing with Gerie's fixed skill that will miss the enemy at the most important moment. It's sad for me to say, but if Sparkla does everything I think she will, Gerie will probably see the bench for many people in Stella Sora. She has served us well, and for many of us, she will continue to do so for the foreseeable future. However, for meta lovers and non-Gerie lovers, she might be finding herself relegated to a bench player. Well, it was a good run.